Having been the central business leader of the success media industry for more than 25 years, Darren Hardy shares his discoveries on success in his book, The Compound Effect. If you were given a choice between taking $3 million in cash and a single magical penny that doubles in value every day for 31 days, which would you choose? The $3 million or the penny that turns itself into more than $10 million in 31 days? This is the magic of the compound effect. Or what if you were given a great recipe book? Would you try making the baked fish or the chocolate chip muffins? The chocolate chip muffin recipe sounds good. You make them and your family loves them, so you make them again and other sweets often. You start to notice that you've been feeling sluggish recently, waking up cranky. Your sleep deprivation starts to affect your work performance. Your feedback is discouraging. You feel unsatisfied with your job. And when you get home, you're not in the mood to talk to your partner, who starts to complain about your lack of attention. Most people will look for a quick fix to lose weight or to fix the relationship. We think we need to make some kind of great effort to fix it. But isn't it comforting to know that you only need a series of tiny steps performed consistently over time? Doesn't that sound better than mustering up some great feat of heroic strength only to burn yourself out and have to do it again at a later date? Nobody chooses to become obese, go through bankruptcy, or get a divorce. It could be that 99% of our choices are unconscious, just a reaction to our programming shaped by culture and upbringing. We make these choices, and these choices make us. No more sleepwalking through them. We have to take responsibility if we want to live the life that we want. Start by tracking them. Do it for 3 weeks. Each day write down the date in a notebook and track those calories, pennies, or reasons why you're with your partner. You'll be shocked at how much escapes you. Merely becoming conscious of your actions begins to shape them. You'll find yourself asking, do I need this candy bar or that coffee? Darren spent a few seconds a day logging in one thing he appreciates about his wife, like how she interacted with her friends, the fresh bed she prepared, how she cared for their dogs. A year later, she cried, calling it the best gift she ever received. But the journal was a greater gift to him, as his appreciation of the best in her far overwhelmed anything he might have complained about. He showed up to his marriage differently and helped her to respond differently too. Tomorrow, what choices will you make? Will you indulge in gossip or stay silent? Will you say I love you or not? Will you make one more prospective call? You've heard psychologists say that something doesn't become a habit until you practice it every day for 3 weeks. It's not an exact science, but it's a good benchmark. But how do we maintain this through the grueling, mundane, and laborious? With a good why. Dig deep to find your core motivation. Would you walk the length of a plank of wood between the rooftop of 2 tall buildings for $20? No. But would you do it to save your child? Your mind will start to match up on the outside what you want most on the inside. Ever shopped for a new car and start to notice the model and make everywhere? If you don't know what to look for, you won't see it and you certainly won't get it. This is the law of attraction. And when we see it on the outside, we can make use of it and make decisions that are congruent with it. In fact, psychologists tell us that nothing creates more stress than when our behaviors aren't congruent with our values. If, for example, honesty is a big thing for you, but you hang out with liars, there's a conflict. You'll end up unhappy, frustrated, and despondent. Your why could even be from hating something. You've heard of success stories fueled by dyslexia, a disability, or wanting to prove the naysayers wrong. Lance Armstrong had cancer. Luke had Darth Vader. Apple has Microsoft. Ever wonder why successful people tend to get more successful? The rich get richer, the happy get happier, and the lucky get luckier? It's the power of the big mo, the big momentum, the most important driving source. If you keep your healthy behavior up for a long enough time, you'll fall into a natural, consistent rhythm. Your success and results compound rapidly in quantum leaps, and the results are exceptional. It will seem like an overnight success. Take the penny coin example. On day 29, you will have $27 million. Then on day 31, you will have more than $10 million. A horse wins by nose but gets 10 times the prize money. Is the horse 10 times faster? No, just a little better. Most of us aren't aware of the degree our habits are influenced by external forces. To sustain your positive trajectory, you need to see what they are and surround yourself in a more positive environment. Do not tolerate anything less. It's a reflection of the situations and circumstances of your life right now. Put in another way, you will get in life what you accept and expect you are worthy of. If you tolerate disrespect, you will be disrespected. If you tolerate people being late and making you wait, people will show up late for you. If you tolerate being underpaid and overworked, that will continue for you. And if you tolerate your body being overweight, tired, and perpetually sick, it will be. It's amazing how life will organize around the standards you set for yourself. Don't tolerate negative friends. You tend to adopt the habits and mentality of those you spend the most time with, especially the closest 5. The media, with their sensational news, show rants about murderers, economies, political battles. It gives us a very perverted view of the world, and that's what our minds start believing. Also, every incomplete promise, commitment, and agreement, which saps your strength because it blocks your momentum. Replace these with people who have achieved or have the positive qualities in life that you want to improve. As in people with the financial and business success you desire, the parenting skills you want, the relationships you yearn for, or the lifestyle you love. Also replace with stories of aspirations, strategies of success, prosperity, health, love, and joy, and examples and stories of what's good, right, and possible in the world. These help shape your view of the world, yourself, your expectations, and the results you create. The compound effect could even help you break through even greater heights, faster than you thought possible. Sooner or later, you'll be presented with your own moment of truth. You will know who you are and who you are becoming. Viewing yourself as your toughest competitor is one of the best ways to multiply your results. Go above and beyond when you hit that wall, or push past what other people expect of you. Do more than enough. Arnold Schwarzenegger, using his cheating principle, would significantly improve the results of his sets by adjusting his position, still within good form, to recruit other muscles to assist the working muscles and do an additional 5 or 6 reps. It takes very little extra to be extraordinary in any area of your life. If the penny doubles 1 extra times a week, you could instead have $171 million. Look for the multiplier opportunities where you can go a little further, push yourself a little harder, last a little longer, prepare a little better, and deliver a little bit more. Find as many opportunities for this, and the level and speed of your accomplishments will astonish you. The key takeaway is, the keys to success are taking responsibility, finding your values, and forming healthy daily habits around them, then pushing past your comfort zone. The behaviors all along the way are exactly the same, but the magic of the compound effect eventually kicks in to bring massive differences in results.